Good afternoon, church family. I wanted to come to you and announce to you, as I did at the end of our church update video for this week, the exciting new opportunity to give to the church and the mission of Christ here at Ridgecrest Baptist Church. I've been asked about this many times in the past as to whether or not Ridgecrest would ever consider or begin to offer online giving. And I've been asked in the recent past, since all of this began to take place, if that is something that the church is looking into. And I am excited again to announce to you that we have looked at it. We've done our research on companies and rates, and also have come to a conclusion as to who it is that we will be partnering with to make this available to you as our church members and those that commit to the mission of Christ here at Ridgecrest Baptist Church, and also to those that may not be associated by membership to Ridgecrest Baptist Church, but love what the Lord is doing here and desire to give nonetheless. And so just a couple of preemptive questions that I know that will be asked. I wanted to answer those at the outright because they're questions that I had. And so I want to be as forthcoming and as forthright as I can about any questions that may come up. The first of which is it safe to give? I'm happy to report the people that we are partnering with, the company that we are partnering with is Faith Life Company. Now, that may not mean anything to you, but this is a company that is extremely reputable. It has many different divisions, one of which I have been involved with for the past 5 years, and that is their software division. Namely, they are the company that partners together with what's known as Logos. It is a Bible software which many pastors use and to prepare sermons, to study, and that is what I personally use in my study of God's Word in preparation for sermons. So I've been a partner with Faith Life in some sense for the past 4 years or so, and so I'm excited that their finance division offers this service to us at the rates that they do. Is it safe? Yes, it is. They're a reputable company that have the appropriate licenses and certifications and have gone through the right steps to protect not only people's information, but also the ability for churches to record what people give for tax purposes. And so they, just as PayPal has safety standards, they abide by the same type of safety standard at any other giving platform that you may have, or any other payment platform that you may use. It is safe and safeguarded. I will provide the link for you to Faith Life that you can do some more research on your own if you would like to. The second question is, who will see? Now, I'm also happy to report that in many respects, this will not change. Once you give a check here at the church, that check is then counted and given straight to the committee chair of our finance committee, Faye Helms, for deposit into our account. There is one less step, and so it will be seen by less individuals than your physical check that's given here at the church. At the end of the month, the report will be run from faithlife.com, and on that report, back to answering a question about safety, all that will be on that report is your name, your address, and the amount that you gave. Your bank information is removed, your personal information is removed, and all that remains is, again, your name, your address, and the amount that you gave, so that Faye can appropriately record that and have it available to you during tax season for your tax return. And so as we come to our third question as to how it is that we do this, how is it that you will give, right? I am going to now switch over to my computer that you can see exactly what I'm doing, and I will walk you through step by step on how it is that you will give through the church, and also answering further questions about processing fees and what that will look like. So let us now transition into the how-to section of giving online here at Ridgecrest Baptist Church through Faith Life.
Now, to answer the question as to how it is that you give through our new online platform, I want to walk you through exactly what it may look like for you to do this. I'm going to start at a familiar place, which is our Ridgecrest Baptist Church Facebook page. You'll see this is just our normal home page. The link that you can use in order to get to the site that you need to be at, I will post along with this video. But also in times that you come back to give through the online platform, you can go to the About page, scroll down, and see that the link is provided for you in products as well. faithlife.com rbc-c/give. And so that is just a further way that you can get to the online platform that we have chosen to partner with. But for now, let us go to that website, which you just saw. And once you click on it, it will take you directly to the Faith Life site. You will know that you're at the right location when you see the Faith Life logo and name in the top left corner, and also our church's name here in the middle, designating that this is who your donation will be going to. Now, as you find yourself here, you will then simply type in the amount that you would like to give as your tithe. Let's just say it's 150, but I want to stress the reality that we need to be giving from a heart of joy and cheerfulness. What that means is that we don't give out of compulsion. We give with an understanding of what God in His grace and mercy has given to us, not only in Christ, but what He has entrusted to us. And so as we steward His resources on this earth that He has given us well, we then give uh, joyfully and cheerfully back to Him in the work of the church that He has created by His blood. And so I would encourage you to give whatever it is that the Lord has set on your heart, that you may give joyfully and cheerfully back to the Lord Christ. So from this point, you would then click Next. And if you have never given, which is most people before listening to this particular recording, because it's never been available, you will get this web page. You'll see across the top here that you have the option of giving via credit card or debit card, and also the bank account, namely ACH e-check option. Now, with the credit card, you'll see that you need your name, your card number, expiration date, security code, which is the 3-digit code on the back, and your zip code. And with the bank account, you have also your name. You need to provide your routing number, which you find your routing number on the bottom left of your physical check, your account number, which is the bottom middle of your physical check, and you will need to input all of that information. Now you may be asking, what is the difference between giving credit card or debit card or ACH e-check? To that, I would say that there's a significant difference. For any online giving platform, there are fees that are associated with using the service. Not so that Faith Life can get rich, but rather it is a cost of doing these types of transactions. So let me just show you briefly the amount that we're talking about when it talks about these processing fees. Here you will see if you use a credit card or a debit card option, you will be contributing 2.49% plus 30 cents for using your credit card or debit card, while the ACH option is only 1% of the total amount that you have chosen to give, plus 30 cents per transaction. Now you may be asking, what does this mean in real numbers? So let's go back to our website, this website that you reached through the link that I provided on the Facebook site. And so on, you'll see on an amount of $150, if you choose the credit card or debit card option, it will be $4.14 worth of processing fees. Again, the credit card processing fees are higher than the ACH e-check option, which is why when Laura and I are going to be using this particular online giving medium, we will be using the bank account or e-check option, because as you can see, the processing fees are much lower. at only 1% plus 30 cents per transaction. Now you come to a decision that you yourself can make. Whether you choose to give via credit card or bank account, the process is the same, and the choice is also the same, whether or not you would like to cover these processing fees or you would like to defer the processing fees. The difference lay in if you decide to cover them, you see down here that the total number of your designated amount changes to reflect the processing fees themselves. However, if you do not want to cover the processing fees, which is completely fine if that's the decision that you make, then what will happen is the church will instead receive an amount directly deposited into our bank account of $148.18 as opposed to the full $150. So if you choose to cover the processing fee, it will be added on the top. If you choose not to cover the processing fee, it will come out of the total amount that you've designated to give. Either way, these fees are simply a cost of doing a service such as this. So whatever you prayerfully come to will be completely fine, and I pray that this medium will be helpful for us. So after you've filled in all of your information and you've made the decision whether or not you would like to cover the processing fees or defer the processing fees to come out of the total that you've designated, you will click the next button. So let me show you exactly what this will look like. My information is already in here, so I'll do that, and so you click Next. At that point, it will bring you to the mailing address. I mentioned before that there's a report that can be run by the Finance Committee Chair, and it will give her your name, your mailing address, and the amount that you gave. Those are the only three pieces of information it will provide. This is where it will pull your mailing address from. The reason this is important for us to have is because we would like to give you tax credit for that which you give to the church. If you give in physical check here at the church, we do the same exact thing. We take the mailing address that you have provided and we calculate and give you a report every year so that you can take that off on your taxes. So after you have filled out your mailing address, you will then choose the Give option down here at the bottom, which will take you to a further page which you will enter your email address that you would like your e-receipt sent to. This e-receipt will be for your own records. I would highly encourage that you save that to your computer or print that out and put it in a folder so that you can also keep track of how much that you gave through the online medium. We will keep track of it as well. As I mentioned, we will run the report monthly and it will be reflected in your giving statement at the end of the year. After you've entered your email address, you will then click Submit or Complete, and that will complete your giving amount, and it will directly deposit that into the bank account of the church. This is a wonderful tool that we can use to continue the mission of Christ, not only through the giving of ourselves and the money that God has given us to steward, but also for His good and His mission on this earth, and to support the church that you love, that you have committed to, and that you find your membership through. If you do not have a membership at this church, you can still give as well. Many people possibly will choose to do so because they like the mission that we have here at Ridgecrest Baptist Church. I pray that this how-to, step-by-step walkthrough will be beneficial for you as you come to possibly use this online medium to give of yourself, of your tithe, and the money that the Lord has entrusted to you to steward here on earth. I pray that you would again continue to worship as the church continues to put out these content videos and information. And if you have any questions regarding this online medium, please do not hesitate to give me a call and ask me whatever you would like. This video is simply an introduction to and answer some preemptive questions that you may have had. So I pray that you would find this helpful and informative, and as you go to give online, that it would be beneficial for you and your family. God bless, and as always, please feel free to call me at any time. If you'd like to continue to give physical checks to the church, you can come and drop those by the church or send them via mail as well. Thank you, and God bless, and we look forward to talking with you very soon.